Hey everybody. So again, I was just jump back in to see what Joy was talking about, and she be wanting people to shock her. You know, she said she ain't seen nothing that moved her on the internet, um, which honestly, it just sounds like she's looking for some entertainment, and based on the fact that she's continuing to ask for money and talking about how she wants to drink, I think she's got some desperation inside of herself, and she's looking for a way to distract what's really going on inside. But that's just me. I could be wrong. Um, I don't have a desire to want people to shock me. That sounds like somebody who's looking for stimuli that they're not able to provide within their own life and their own selves. Um, again, I don't know what's going on in her head, but, that's what it sounds like to me when I heard her say the things that she said. And you know what? I'm not gonna shock her at all, even try to shock her. It's like there's a lot of good work that needs to be done. When I say needs, like there is a need, like there's starving children, there's hurt people, there's things that we can do to change things in this reality, which I find to be, more important to the greater scheme of everything than worrying about shocking somebody for essentially an entertainment value. And this is part of the problem with America and the whole world right now is everybody's looking for a stimuli. Everybody's looking for a shock. Everybody's looking for something that looks good. And it's interesting too, when I'm beginning to learn more about Joy, one of the things that I really liked about her from the get-go was just how nonchalant she was with her appearance and the clothes she wears. And like, I thought she really didn't really give too much of a shit about what other people thought about her, or even just the way she looked. And I didn't think she cared too much about how other people look. But I've come to change my mind on that. I think she cares more about the things she wears and what other people wear and what they do and say more than I thought she did. Which tells me that she's still got a lot of attachment to the appearances of things. And I think a lot of the reason why things haven't worked out, when I say worked out, I feel like nothing has been established or anything. There's never been a relationship, so I'm sorry if it came off like that. But I do think one thing that has repelled her from me is something that has to do with just sex and just her not being attracted to me sexually. I'm just spouting fucking, I'm not saying that's always been there, but I think that there is a large element that is there, and I'm just gonna be honest too. I mean, to be honest, like she's not even like, I don't know. I mean, for me, like there is kind of like a quote unquote type that I find, really attractive. And physically speaking, this is just a physical appearance type thing. Like, yeah, there is something that my eyes align with that I find to be extremely attractive. But it's also like there's different attractions. Like, is it just a lustful attraction, or is there love? And her face and her complexion and her body isn't well, sometimes it is. Like, it depends on kind of the angle. Like, she's one of them faces that, like, her angle, like depending on her angle and her mood and everything, people look differently. But initially she really wasn't like what I was really looking for as far as a female. Like, there's a different type that I've thought that I would be more inclined to be with. But as I grow older, it's not about the looks, it's about what's inside the person and the connection that I feel could be there, and is there to a degree. I mean, there is a connection there with everybody to a greater or lesser degree. So that's been the compelling thing and the motivating thing with me and Joy is not sexual attraction or even physical attraction or looking at materialistic things or anything like that. It's been literally a soul level. And I was thinking about this earlier. It's like, yeah, she's managed to figure out how to navigate her life on a micro level, like as far as dealing with her emotions and not being self-destructive and not needing other people and not having to make crazy videos like I've made about wanting to kill yourself and stuff like that. Like, she's done that in the past. Like, I've been there, I've seen them, but she's grown out of it. She ain't made a video like that in a while. So I do have a lot of respect for her and her ability to do that. You know, on a micro level, she has figured out how to navigate this reality in a real good way, in a healthy way. Some things maybe not so healthy, but like other things, very, very good. She's done a very good job at that. But on a micro or a macro level, like as far as like what do we do with humanity in this situation, and like how do you actually change things and help people and grow and, you know, help creation and all that. I think that's where I might have a little bit better expertise, or just knowledge base, just being who I am. Again, it goes kind of into being a Virgo. It's just naturally, you know, how God created me to be. Just somebody who cares about that stuff and is very fantastic and thoughtful and likes to write and put things together and figure out puzzles and bring people together. I mean, it's just all me. So, Little Bear, it's okay, buddy. But anyway, hello. Yeah, but I was just noticing how even just that was kind of interesting, how she's figured out things on like a macro or micro level as far as her house, the people she lives with, and all that. Like she's got a very harmonious way about going things, and she doesn't seem to have the same type of struggles that other people have. But on a macro level,